Oh, hello there. Hey, who's your favorite artist? No, seriously, answer. Go ahead. Whoever you answered is wrong. I guarantee that they're way too mainstream, way too basic, and they aren't my favorite artist who is currently spelling. Stick around to learn exactly why whatever you said was stupid. Spelling, spelled spelling, and not how you'd think spelling would be spelled, is a confusingly unknown artist. Everyone I've seen talk about her gives her nothing but praise. Even Fantano rated one of her albums a 10 out of 10. However, when you look through her music on YouTube, some of it only has as many views as my videos, which saying this is on par with this.
You know what really grinds my gears? The thought of people missing out on amazing music just because it's from a video game
is obviously wrong. That being said, it definitely isn't mainstream music. It's a lot of ethereal soundscapes and beautiful mystic vocals that evoke a wide array of feelings. Commenters on her videos describe it as, she sings in cursive, italics, bold, and Comic Sans at the same time. Her music is simultaneously familiar and like nothing I have heard. Her voice is like being a kid and having the teacher read you a story. Relatable and funky yet angelic. Prague. You'd think from reviews like that she'd already be a household name. But with the amount of talent on display here, it's only a matter of time before she gets the notoriety she deserves. And nowhere is that talent better on display than with my favorite song of hers, Legacy.
Wait!
A song I like so much that I could spend this whole video talking about it, but it doesn't show up until her third album. First, we need to cover her early work, starting with Pantheon of Me. Pantheon of Me definitely feels like a first album. Released in 2017, it's not bad by any means, but it's a lot gloomier than her later stuff and feels more loose with the vocals. This is going to sound like a random comparison, but you know how movie trailers like to remix popular songs and make them super dramatic sounding? That's what these tracks remind me of. You kinda see what I mean? She even covered Higher Ground by the
Stevie Wonder.
And you cannot tell me that this wasn't made to play in the trailer for the next gritty superhero reboot movie. Anyways, this album certainly has an important legacy, but it left me wanting more. A hole that will hopefully be filled by the next album, Maisie Fly. Spelling's second album released 2 years after Pantheon of Me, and the improvement is substantial. Maisie Fly still has a sort of dreary undertone, but it's much less gloomy than the first album and has a bigger focus on soundscapes. Afterlife, Dirty Desert Dreams, Under the Sun,
One day under the sun.
and Hard to Please Reprise, being highlights of this evolved sound. But it's just not enough. I long for more. I long for legacy. And here we are, the Fantano 10, the album with legacy on it, the turning wheel. Just like Maisie Fly, this one is a huge improvement over the last album, and not only because it has legacy on it, it's also quite a big departure from the last two albums, shifting from the darker, sort of gothic aesthetic to a more experimental pop kind of sound. However, you can definitely still feel that original DNA throughout the album. Tracks like Boys at School,
I hate the boys
Magic Act, and Sweet Talk being good examples. Thanks to this style change, this album is where I really start to feel the magic this artist is capable of. And not just because of legacy. I really like Little Deer. The progression and vocal delivery make for such a great listen.
Little deer, the arrow hopes to fly to you.
And honestly, it's just hit after hit from there. Always,
How can I ever know what love can truly be?
The Turning Wheel,
You want to set out for the cities, turning wheel, but I want to stay up on the hill.
The Future,
'Cause I live in the future, too many years apart.
I love them all. But you know what all of those songs aren't? Legacy is 3 minutes and 51 seconds of pure ear candy. It opens with such a great riff, and it's so effective at immediately sucking you in. Then the vocals kick in, and you're hit with this sense of importance, grandeur, and mystery all at the same time.
There's a legacy that I wanna take over.
As the second act of the song goes on, it begins to build into the next instrumental as spelling repeating "I'll crawl" slowly fades into the background.
The first I crawl.
After some more build-up with just the music, another riff hits and oh my god, just listen to it. Words really can't do it justice. And as the cherry on top, the vocals come back in to end off the song with spelling very mystically repeating "into the daylight," while the instrumental gets subtly more eerie.
Into the daylight.
And so yeah, that's like basically one of my favorite songs of all time from this really cool artist that you probably haven't heard before. You did like it, right? But what's Spelling been up to since her magnum opus? Where does she go from legacy? Well, last year in 2023, she released her latest album, Spelling in the Mystery School. However, it's all just re-recordings of songs from her other albums. These new recordings don't change much, and I thought the originals were good anyway, so I'm not super sure why Spelling felt the need to do this. There's a ton of possible explanations that I don't really care enough to do research on, but given how amazing her original albums are, this just makes me more excited for the next project, whenever or whatever that may be. So, do you guys like Spelling now? Do you like the obscure artist I like? You fucking better! So what songs are making it into my playlist and where? Well, I felt like this was a good catalyst to create a brand new playlist. Everyone give a warm welcome to Bing Chilling. Originally it was just called Chill, but that obviously wasn't a weird enough title. This playlist is basically for R&B vibes. I moved most of my Thundercat songs that were previously in Think Tank to this playlist, for example. And that's about it, so the playlist is small even after I add the Spelling songs. But that just means we gotta cover more R&B artists, baby! Comment below who you think I should cover and smash that like button, you little sheep! Anyways, what songs am I adding? Well, I could have honestly added a lot more, but I tried to keep it to the very best of the best. Under the Sun, Hard to Please Reprise, Little Deer, Always, and obviously Legacy are the tracks I'm going with. Adding 5 songs to the Greatest Hits playlist. Thanks, Spelling, and thank you for watching. If you like my picks, subscribe so you don't miss out on any music you might have otherwise, and comment below who you want me to cover next. And until then, I'll see you next time.